Which one is the best financial advice to receive, and why? It is difficult to say just one thing. If you forced me, I would say live below your means and invest the surplus well. No matter who you are, you won't get wealthy if you don't follow that rule. If you are earning millions but spend those millions, you are high income but broke. There are even loads of people in debt who are high income. Yet people have this certain image of a wealthy person. High income living the high life and wealthy at the same time. The pandemic and lockdown has exposed those lies even to people who didn't know these facts before. How many previously high-income people were living so close to the maximum of their capacity that they got into trouble once their income dried up? I was watching a documentary over the weekend which showed that some people on previously great incomes are now using food banks in some rich countries. They spent as they went along, and then couldn't sustain their lifestyle once the pandemic struck. That doesn't mean you shouldn't focus on income-producing skills as well. Of course, it is much easier to create a surplus in the first place if your income is middle, high or very high. But once you get to that point, knowing how to manage money depends more important. Knowing how to make money isn't very useful if you don't know how to manage it. Beyond that, I would also say, be careful with debt and leverage. Yes, it works on the upside. Most successful businesses use it. Just use it correctly. Have a balance between risk and return. If you are too cautious, you will, ironically, take more risks and lose in the end. Most people think they are taking less risk having cash than investing money, but that just isn't true. Read a lot, focus on having positive influences in your life, and getting rid of toxic people. Act and don't procrastinate. Don't let negative people and criticisms hold you back. Scale your ambitions if you achieve success and never become complacent. Be willing to do what others won't. Double down on your strengths and delegate your weaknesses. Focus on leveraging time. It is much easier to get wealthy by starting small, but now rather than big and later. What is the one commonality between all of these things? Keeping things simple, but implementing them is important. You don't need to have the highest IQ in the world, or some incredible idea to get wealthy. Taking consistent actions for decades is more effective. If you are interested in finding a way to work at home so you can be active in the stock markets or move to another country where the costs are much lower, then look here. https://computerprofitpathway.work